Good morning, everyone. My name is James Devaney, and on behalf of the Glasgow Centre for International Law and Security and the School of Law here at the University of Glasgow, I'm very happy to welcome you to the 6th Scottish Conference on International Law. Today, we carry on a long tradition of using milestone anniversaries of the founding of the International Court of Justice to pause and reflect on the role of the ICJ. I think we can all agree that we do so at a very important moment for the court. Without wishing to overstate matters, it certainly feels like today the eyes of the world are on the court. And I think the reason for that is that a diverse range of actors have in recent years placed their faith in the court, whether that be states like South Africa or Gambia, Ukraine, Nicaragua. These states have placed their faith in the court to contribute to the resolution of the defining disputes, conflicts of our contemporary moment. International organizations, most notably the United Nations, have also looked to the court, with the UN asking the court to pronounce on legal issues relating to the existential threat of climate change, Israel's obligations to allow aid to enter Gaza, and as we will hear from leading practitioner Alison MacDonald Casey shortly, on issues of decolonization and even sovereignty over territory. Individuals, too, are looking to the court, and I think that's something that couldn't always have been said. Huge numbers of people, we are told, tuned in to hear the reading of the court's provisional measures orders in the case relating to a credible risk, in the words of the court, of the violation of obligations relating to the Genocide Convention. Whether or not the court is able to live up to these expectations, to deliver on the faith that these individuals, states, international organizations have placed in the court remains to be seen. But I don't think anyone would envy the court with the task that it has facing it at the moment. But I think the reach of the court is extending beyond states, international organizations, and our traditional legal constituency. One doesn't have to look too far to see evidence of the court out with our professional bubble, whether that's clips of proceedings from the ICJ going viral on TikTok, the court's former president being interviewed on a BBC magazine program about what the court really meant in the aforementioned provisional measures order, or indeed the current vice president's remarks to a domestic newspaper explaining their votes in the context of the end times in which we apparently live. I think taken together, it's clear that when it comes to the ICJ, the court today is both visible and very busy. Currently, there are 23 cases listed on the court's website as pending, and 2 currently being heard. This caseload, I think, raises important practical challenges for the court as it grapples with how to deal with both highly political cases, many of which take precedence due to requiring the indication of provisional measures or by nature of being advisory proceedings. And we've started to see the court respond to such challenges with changes to its rules and to its working procedures. These challenges will be explored by some of the papers that we'll hear over the course of the next 2 days. Others will examine more political aspects of the court's operations, such as its engagement with power politics, as we'll hear in panel 1. And others still will address more theoretical aspects of the court's operations, such as the panel, for example, on the ICJ in time that we will have tomorrow. I think this is an exciting program, which not only covers a wide range of issues relating to the court, but also brings together diverse perspectives. Although this is a Scottish conference on international law, I think it's a truly international conference. We have participants here today from Argentina, from Korea, from Japan, who have traveled to be with us today. But the conference is also diverse in the sense that it brings together both academics, former and current staff of the ICJ, judges of other international courts, and experienced practitioners who bring with them a wealth of real-life practical experience to the conference. Speaking of different perspectives, we can also look forward to a discussion of how the court is perceived outside of our own particular professional bubble, in particular during the fireside chat that we will have at the end of the day today with the diplomatic editor of The Guardian, Patrick Winter, who we're very lucky to have joining us later today. Lastly, I would like to extend my thanks to the Korea Institute for Ocean Science and Technology for generously supporting the conference, as well as the Clark Foundation for Legal Education. So, given that we have a packed schedule ahead of us, I would suggest that we get started. But once again, welcome to Glasgow, and please do get involved and participate to the fullest extent in the next 2 days in what I hope will be a rich and rewarding exchange on the ICJ at 80. I'll now hand over to Professor Christian Tams to introduce our keynote speaker. Thank you.